Superman fans, to your speeding bulletin for the week January 4th to January 10th, 2013. A week which saw a new Man of Steel image, Young Justice returned to Cartoon Network, and some major legal battle wins. So let's check it all out. In movie news, USA Today released a new image of Henry Cavill as Superman with the military behind him. The French Warner Brothers website released a large version of the same image a few days later. Access Hollywood caught up with screenwriter David Goyer and found out that he's really looking forward to people being able to watch Man of Steel.
I think the movie is going to be the right movie for the times. I mean, I think that I'm happy that movie is going to be coming out this summer because I think it's the kind of movie that the world needs right now.
A hero?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an unabashed hero.
Composer Tom Holkenborg revealed via his Twitter account that the musical score for Man of Steel is complete. Hans Zimmer and Zack Snyder sat down this past week for a playback of the movie with the score in place. Now that we've seen it in action in the first full theatrical trailer, I've updated my article titled My Thoughts on the Man of Steel Superman Costume, examining in detail the Superman costume for the upcoming movie, looking at the cape, the body, the S-shield, the boots, etc. Check out the article at the website now. TV Guide gave us our first look at images from the upcoming DC Universe original animated movie Superman Unbound, which stars Matthew Bomer as the voice of Superman. Based on a 2008 Action Comics storyline by Jeff Johns, Superman Unbound pits the Man of Steel against Brainiac. Bomer is joined by John Noble from Fringe as the voice of Brainiac, and Castle stars Stana Katic and Molly Quinn as Lois Lane and Kara respectively. A Blu-ray collection called Superman the Kryptonite Collection has been released in Australia and possibly other countries, containing 5 Superman movies. The same collection has been released in the UK, however it is titled the Superman 5 Film Collection and comes in a different box design. You can purchase the Superman 5 Film Collection Blu-ray box set from our online store. Australian fans will find Superman the Kryptonite Collection in local stores such as JB Hi-Fi and similar DVD stores. In TV news, Superman homepage writer Isaac Frisby has updated our Young Justice animated series episode guide with a summary of the most recent Season 2 episode, Before the Dawn. Isaac has also written his review of this episode, giving it a 5 out of 5, saying, "I'm super happy this show is back and I love this episode." Cartoon Network and DC Entertainment released the episode description, 5 images and 2 preview clips for Cornered, the upcoming new episode of the Young Justice Invasion animated series. In this episode, the team end up in a cage match with an alien gladiator. Cornered airs on Saturday, January 12th at 10:30 AM on Cartoon Network. Back in March 2010, Tolan Robbins Productions filed a lawsuit against Warner Brothers, seeking over $100 million in damages, claiming that Warner Brothers had cheated the creators and executive producers of the TV series Smallville through sweetheart license fee deals that the studio made with its sister TV networks. Earlier this week, the production company dropped its lawsuit as Warner Brothers settled the matter out of court. In comic book news, Newsarama published an interview they recently conducted with Andy Diggle, who will be taking over the writing chores on Action Comics once Grant Morrison's run is over. He said, "I'm wary of taking Superman himself dark. He's inherently a bright and optimistic character." You can check out the full interview at newsarama.com. Issue number 62 of Back Issue magazine has a special feature on Superman in the Bronze Age, with a cover showing Superman in a fight with Bizarro. You can purchase this magazine from tomorrows.com. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Superman number 15, which was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who gave this issue a 1 out of 5, saying the story itself was a mess both structurally and editorially. Keith Samra reviewed Teen Titans number 15, giving it a 4 out of 5, saying, "I really feel that this book is getting better every month." Superman Family Adventures number 8 was reviewed by Mark Pritchard, who gave it a 5 out of 5 score, stating, "It completely works for the kids as well as the adults." Smallville Season 11 Chapter 28 was also reviewed by Mark, who said, "Superman better make more than a token appearances," and he rated it a 3 out of 5. Sean Morrissey reviewed Superman Beyond number 12 from last week, saying, "It's a brisk read but it tells so much story," and he gave it a 4 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from January 9 include Action Comics number 16, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a black and white cover. Smallville Season 11 number 9. Swamp Thing number 16 features Superman. Smallville Season 11 Chapter 29 digital comic is available January 11th. Superman Last Son of Krypton trade paperback. JLA Volume 3 trade paperback. And Adventures of Superman Gil Kane hardcover. Check out the very latest in Superman merchandise to be released this month, like the DC Universe Mini Wacky Wobbler Bobblehead 4-pack for $21.85, or collect the range of Terva Superman tumblers starting at $18 each. These and other great new Superman offerings are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. Now the news, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals this week ruled in favour of Warner Brothers in the lengthy legal battle over the rights to Superman with the heirs of co-creator Jerry Siegel. Together with the October ruling against the Schuster's side of things, this decision likely means that Warner Brothers can exploit the Superman franchise without fear of legal hassles from the estates of Schuster and Siegel. A big development indeed. A Photoshop morph blending the faces of Superman actors Christopher Reeve, Dean Cain, Tom Welling, Brandon Routh and Henry Cavill was posted on reddit.com this week. Titled The Real Superman, the image supposedly blends together the actors' faces and Superman costumes into one image, representing the real look of the Man of Steel. Domo, the official mascot of Japan's NHK television station, is a cute, monstrous and well-fanged creature who has become a superhero in the world of internet memes. Now he'll be adorned in the superhero garb of DC superheroes in the form of 5 4-inch pop vinyl collectible figures, including Superman. Sideshow Collectibles has made available a preview image of their upcoming 6th-scale Superman figure. Superman will be joined by Batman, the Joker, Harley Quinn and Catwoman for this release. We'll let you know when they're available to pre-order. And that's all the Superman news there was for the week January 4th to January 10th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Oh, Krypton. Oh, Krypton. Oh, Krypton. Ah, yes. In one of my new Christmas presents, I feel like I should have a mitra, which of course is a papal hat. And I look like some sort of a priest or a, I don't know, cardinal or pope. I feel like maybe I'm one of the high monks on Krypton. And this, of course, would be my objects of holy Kryptonness. What's happening, everybody? Welcome. I'm Great Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, there's a lot of speculation going around about the new trailer for Man of Steel. By new, I mean the one that was released at the beginning of December in 2012. It's almost like it was last year. And of course, the new photos that have recently come out in the last few days. I think the USA Today and a French paper gave us some extended information in the same photo. The one from USA Today was a little smaller, a little more condensed, and the one in the French paper showed a little bit more. In the American version, it appeared that Superman was possibly surrounded by an army of some type. It seems to me that this is the same scene that we saw at the end of the trailer, where the voiceover at the time is saying, "My father didn't think someone was ready for the world was ready for someone like me. What do you think?" And then his cape flaps down, and during that time we see Henry Cavill and Amy Adams as presumably Lois and Superman staring into each other's eyes, holding each other's hands, wondering what's going to happen next. And of course, the drama builds as we see that there are army trucks, jeeps, tanks, and helicopters, along with many, many soldiers in the kneeling position with their weapons pointed at Amy and Henry Cavill, Lois, and Superman. Looks to me that this is the scene right before an earlier scene where we saw in the trailer Superman being led away down a hallway, apparently military holding area of some kind, being led away by 5 or 6 armed guards. in handcuffs. Seems to me, when I look at this scene that they have released in photo form now, is that this is the scene right before Superman is captured, because we all know that if Superman wanted to, he could easily break his cuffs, destroy all his would-be captors, or knock them all down, blow them away with his super breath, burn them to a crisp, destroy them, throw them into space. What makes him Superman, and what makes him different from a lot of other characters, Wolverine, for example, when the mansion is being taken over by soldiers, when they're coming in and grabbing up mutants, Wolverine stabs several of them in the chest in the second movie, if you remember, meaning that they're dead. I mean, he stabs them in the ribs this way with his claws, which means they're going to go in to any vital organs that are in there. Now, there's an argument to be made that these men are dangerous. He's defending little children. There are child mutants that these soldiers are coming in to take, and of course, as we find out later on, the people that are capturing mutants are very, very evil and discriminatory, and they're racist against mutants. There's a lot of euphemisms going on in the X-Men movies that it's a lot about discrimination and a lot about racism. But the point is that certain heroes, different heroes, choose to go about their way of escape or their way of protection in a much more lethal way. And Superman, being the most powerful of all, could, of course, stop anyone on Earth, any earthly method of capturing him, and could do it in a very violent, dangerous, deadly way, but he always chooses not to. And he, in this particular instance, in my opinion, this is Superman trying to gain the trust of people by saying, look, I can completely understand how my powers could be scary. I completely understand how you're worried about what I might become. And if Zod and his army and his soldiers are already there as well, then of course the United States government and other governments of the world do have something to worry about from these super people that can now fly around and take over the world and carry tanks and destroy jeeps with one, fist. So for Superman to say, listen, I'm on your side, I don't know who these people are, but I'm going to stop them, and to prove it to you, I'll let you take me wherever you want me to. Now, I can't tell you that that's exactly how it's going to go, but that's my guess. I'm still hearing a lot of, this movie looks so dark, he looks so emo. Why is he about to attack the army? Why is the army backing him up in a fight? There are a number of things that could be going on here. It is possible that this is after he's released, and that this is Superman about to lead the charge against the Kryptonian army and Zod's people. I don't think that is the case, but I have heard this theory being brandished about. It is possible. It's also possible that, depending on the feel of the movie and what they're going for, that I've heard people say, complain that it looks like Superman's about to attack the army, and that he's going to take them on. I don't think that he's going to do that either, and I certainly hope he isn't. That isn't my impression. My impression is that he's very docile, he's very calm, he's very completely under control, and that he is about to hand himself over to the army. That's what I think, and you can take that to the Kryptonian monk place, wherever they hang out, and, preach about always look up in the sky.